What about in love, Anthony? We've seen you on the carpet with Rocsi, which is very cute and interesting, especially for those of us that know Rocsi for years.
Yeah.
And to be friends with somebody for that long and then start dating them is an interesting
people
dynamic.
Like, so how long has this been going on? And, it was something that just happened. It would, we just happened to be in the same place at the same time, at the right time.
You mean in life?
In life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in life.
Did you always kind of have a crush, though, even back in the day?
No, honestly,
really?
I did not.
You didn't watch 106 in Park?
I watched 106 in Park. It's like, oh, she a cutie, but never was like, I got to get with that. We laugh about that. It's like, no, it was never that for me. And we've known each other since, but look, I met Rocsi with Kevin Liles before she started 106 in Park.
Oh, wow.
I remember I was riding with Kev and he said, I got to go meet somebody. And I was like, okay, cool. And this is crazy. I was in New York. I was in the back of his Maybach and we pulled up and it was Rocsi that he was talking to. And we sit up there and I was like, yeah, I met you. And she said, yeah, I don't remember you. And so we laugh about it. But then we become friends over, almost 20 years. Play spades, games, and all that. We're in the same friend group and all that. And it just so happened that we just happened to be in the same place at the same time in our lives. And this happened. And I welcome it. And the difference now is I'm learning, or I've learned to prioritize a better balance in life, in my personal life, and not be just strictly about work and about what the next project is going to be and all that, because I'm no longer in that space.
I do think there's something to be said about timing and you being at a place in your life where you can be in a different type of relationship. It's like, I don't know. I don't think people talk about that enough, about the timing of connecting with somebody.
Right.
Whereas like Rocsi gets to get like an evolved version of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're not perfect.
And I'm not. I get to get an involved version of myself. It's crazy because and things happen, again, about asking for things and manifesting things in your life. At one point, not too long ago, I sat back and thought about the relationship that I would like to have at this point in my life. And I realized that I was never going to have that if I was to continue doing what I was doing. Not that it was crazy. And I was like, but hold on, if this is what you want, these are the changes that you have to make. And I made those changes. And I believe you receive what you're asking for. And I asked for this relationship with whomever it was going to be with. And once I cleared a path and a way for that to happen and to come in my life, it happened. And this is where I am right now.
You ever notice how everything keeps going up? I mean, rent is going up, streaming services are going up, even like your favorite burrito place all of a sudden wants to charge you for salsa. You go to the supermarket, they want to charge you extra for the bag. It's kind of crazy out here. The good thing is with Boost Mobile, you and your phone bill do not have to play that game. You don't have to play the will this go up soon game. Why? Because Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan at a price that will never go up. In fact, it's the same price you'll pay for life. So switch now to unlimited wireless at a price that will never go up. Only at Boost Mobile. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
I love that.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Is it weird for you to be in a pub, for you guys to be so public? Because there's so much interest in it.
Yeah,
is that weird to kind of balance?
I've always thought it was weird that people wanted to know about other people's relationships. I think it's none of my business. So yeah, it's weird to be walking down the street or just we all went to and
I saw the carpet and they were
the carpet. But even before that, we went to an escape room. And went and had lunch, but it was my son, myself, and Rocsi. But in all the photos, they cropped my son out.
Oh,
and made it big news. So it was. But look, we're both public figures and all that, and it's an interest of the public and all that. But everybody wants to be in somebody's business. Everybody wants a story to tell. Everybody wants.
They love a love story too. A love story specifically.
Yeah, and hopefully this is a wonderful love story.
Yes.
But I made a way for it.
Good for you.
I made a way for it to happen in my life and for me to have the relationship that I feel I deserve, and a relationship that I feel that I need and want at this point in my life as a 55-year-old man.
It must be nice to have someone, because she hasn't stopped working her whole
She hasn't
career.
stopped. Not at all.
And
Not
her
at all.
hustle is still. I see her showing up to set, interviewing this, working on this project. Is that that must be a nice thing to have somebody who kind of understands that.
It is.
That role.
It is. It's great to have somebody who understands the business, who's in the business, that supports you, and I support her.
Did she have did she cheerlead the first episode of Star Search? Is she like a fan of the show? Is she the type of girlfriend that comes home and goes, "You could have did this better," or "That was really funny, babe," or like, you know what I'm saying? Do you get that kind of?
She is a fan of the show.
Good.
She was there for our first episode last week. She supports it, talks about it on her news segment on ABC News and
This
Good
is
Morning
working out
America and all of that.
perfectly.
We have a great relationship,
Good for
working
you.
and personally.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And Star Search must be fun. I mean, because you care so much about how, even you talked about mentoring people.
Yes.
And it just must be
It's
exciting to be around such young, fresh talent.
It is exciting to be there. I grew up wanting to be on Star Search. They used to have an acting competition on the original.
That's right. I
version
remember
of
that.
Star Search, and I remember sitting at home. I was like, "Mama, we got to get me to Hollywood so I can audition for this, because I can do this much better than what they're doing.
Yeah.
I can do this," and we never made it there. But here I am now.
Do you have a
Excuse me.
compassion for them? Like, I don't know. Do you give them? Off-air
I
advice
try to give them notes.
Their notes.
As I can be. I'm not a judge, but I don't
know.
want it to seem biased or anything like that. So like the judges never see any of the performances until the show, until we do the show live, because
Wow.
we do the show live Tuesday and Wednesday nights
Wow.
on Netflix. So in rehearsals or run-throughs and camera blocking, I get to be there with the talent until they perform, and then they come to center stage, and I go through my whatever it is, that telling people how to vote and all that. But I also get a chance to have a conversation with them about how did they feel about their performance, how they feel about the judges' reaction to them. And in that, I ask questions, or I try to give them notes without them being notes, and hopefully they pick up on it, and hopefully their handlers, if they're the young contestants, their mothers or fathers or whoever's there with them, is like, "Yo, that was a good thing that Anthony said." Like, there was a young singer on there, and I didn't see him connecting with the audience, in rehearsal, even though there was no audience. He was up there singing, doing a great job, but there was no connection. So when I brought him center stage, I was like, "Hey, I love the way that you connected with the people in the audience as if you were singing to them directly." I said, "That's going to take you a long way while you're on Star Search. What do you think about your performance?" So I dropped little nuggets like that in rehearsals without being overbearing and all of that, because I know what that means. And that's what our judges are there for. That's what Jelly Roll and Chrissy Teigen and Sarah Michelle Gellar is there for, to give constructive criticism and insight, as well as judging or giving their 1 to 5 star. But it's fun to be the host of the show, steering that ship live. It's crazy.
Such an iconic
It is.
institution. Like,
It is.
It's just
and to sit there and host this.
And you're the perfect host.
Look, I've hosted live shows before. I've hosted the Emmys. I've hosted 10 NAACP Image Awards. I've hosted the Soul Train and BET Awards. Those shows are live as well. So I have that experience. But to do this with Netflix with no commercial breaks, and the world is watching, not just America, the world, and for the audience to be able to vote in real time with these contestants on the show, it's pretty amazing, because whoever's viewing the show has a say in it. It's not just the 3 in-studio judges. They have a say in it from watching the show, and I love it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and check out all of the other episodes we have on Angie Martinez IRL podcast.